Ketchup.
Go.
Hello everybody, this is Topic Block, and today we're going to be talking about Pokemon.
I'm Chris.
Ladies first.
I'm Kristy.
I'm Brodrick.
And we're here celebrating the 20th anniversary of Pokemon because Pokemon.
Pokemon is awesome. We all love Pokemon. We grew up with it, so today's podcast is just going to be pretty much just gushing about Pokemon and what we love about it.
Mm-hmm.
So our first topic is, I guess, pretty much what got us into Pokemon.
The Pokemon.
Anyone care to volunteer?
No.
Ladies first.
God damn it. Okay. So what got me into Pokemon was I had a couple of friends in my neighborhood who actually owned some
no good.
Pokemon.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
You had a couple friends in your neighborhood who were just up to no good. They started making trouble in your
To be honest, they were kind of jerks, but
they started making trouble.
Yeah.
You got in one little Pokemon battle and your mom got mad.
They're the ones who got me into Pokemon. Yeah, those two guys, they lived across my street.
We're moving to Pallet Town. Now shut the hell up and get in the van.
Yeah, that is a good question. Why did he sit in the van of the moving car?
Oh, and Hoenn?
Because why was he being treated like luggage?
Because he has a horrible mother.
Because all his mother sees him as his baggage.
His mother was seeing the Machokes. the two Machokes that were just kidding.
Wait. So the mother was you?
Yes.
Admiring the big beefy Machoke.
Yes.
This is how I wind up in the trunk.
Because you're not bar enough. If you were bar enough, you wouldn't fit in the trunk.
I know.
Okay, back to actually on topic.
All right. Basically, yes. Like I said, I had two friends in my neighborhood who had the Pokemon games, and they introduced me to Pokemon. I actually got into it because of them, just through the toys and the and I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what I got into first, either the game or the anime, and I'm thinking the anime first, and then I got my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow. So that was, and I had the little yellow Game Boy, and that was so awesome. So I can't remember if I actually did have Fire Red or I mean not Fire Red, Red or Blue version. So I'm gonna have to say Yellow was my first. My obsession with the anime and collecting all the Pokemon and Yellow was fun. That was pretty much just blame these two guys in my neighborhood who I was friends with got me into the Pokemon. I was so obsessed with it, I actually stole some of their toys. Some of their Pokemon toys.
That's
horrible. So in other words, you started out as Team Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I was 5.
You were Team Rocket. I can understand. You had a small little backwards hat. You had a small red ball that you just threw at people's heads, and then you stole their shit. You were Team Rocket at 5 years old.
I did have a cat, so yeah.
That's
right. I can't remember what exactly got me into Pokemon. I do know I started with Pokemon Blue. Started with Pokemon Blue, and I picked Squirtle as my starter.
Oh yeah, my starter was I had Yellow, so I had Pikachu, but I still considered Charmander to be my first, because you could get all the starters in Yellow, but Charmander was my favorite, and he's the only one that I really leveled up fully.
Yeah. So anyways, I had I started with Blue, and I got all the way to the. I can't remember if I know I was watching the show, but I don't know if the show or the game came first, because it was 20 years ago. All right.
Damn, we're old.
We are.
We are not old.
All of us are old.
We are not that old.
That Kane says otherwise.
I feel old.
So I had the Blue, and I got all the way to the Elite Four, and then my cousin erased the game.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
Messed
and
up.
then I managed to get Red, and then played through those games again.
I did have a issue with mine was I remember my brother would borrow my Pokemon Yellow game a lot, and I had a Psyduck that I leveled up to a Golduck, but he accidentally dropped my Game Boy, scratched the screen, and it made the it turned off somehow, and it just like when I turned back on, I lost my Golduck, and I was so mad. I was like, it's like no, my Golduck. Yeah, I got him back. I had to retrain him, but it was like, no, I was like, I'm so mad, and I still own that Game Boy, and it still has that damn scratch on it.
Well, for me, I know what game I started with, and that was Blue. I know the starter, which was Bulbasaur. It was just because I've never been one to go with the mainstream stuff in general. Just, I guess, I was the what do you call them?
You were hipsters before.
Yeah,
you were
hipster. I was the Pokemon hipster as a kid. It's like everyone was always like, yeah, Charizard, yeah, Blastoise, because they were on the game cards. It was like, what about the grass dude?
I think
it's interesting. Charmander, Squirtle, and then Bulbasaur. Each of us chose a different starter.
I think I picked Squirtle because he looked so goofy.
I Charmander because fucking dragon.
You didn't know.
He's not even a dragon.
And when he Mega Evolves, then he becomes a dragon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like a little 4-year-old Kristy.
He looked like a dragon. I didn't care that he wasn't a dragon type.
Oh man, I was 5 or 6 when this happened, huh? Holy shit.
I would have been 7. Yeah.
I think it was.
For those of you who know math, that means I'm 35.
5? I can't remember. I think it was 6. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Damn. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then the question comes up. Which of the games and or regions will you always want to go back to? For me, mine was always I don't even like Hoenn that much. I don't care for any of the gym leaders except for like Flannery and
I like Brodrick.
Yeah, but I wonder why. No, but I didn't have any fondness for any of the region. I spent too much time on the goddamn water. I got lost. Half the
too
game,
much water.
Yeah.
Half the game was just like tentacles and whatever. But no, I always like going back to Hoenn because it came. 3 of my favorite Pokemon came from that one. The Ralts, the Metagross, and Mawile.
Everything that would Mega Evolve later.
I know because I know what's good in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I never actually thought about it really because I started off with Pokemon Yellow. I played which one I think it was Sapphire, and then I dropped out of Pokemon for a little while after Gen 3, and I kind of fell out of it, and then I got back into it toward the end of Gen 4.
Okay, but
so right at the beginning of Gen 5, I got back into it.
Yeah, but what's the region that you?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of. Like, which one made the most impression on me? And I'm just kind of like, I didn't really have any connection to Gen 3 because I kind of fell out of it a little bit for a little while. So I'm trying to think. I think Gen 4 was okay to me in terms of the overall region. I have to say maybe. Was it Black and White? No. I have to say Pokemon X and Y.
We're gonna throw you to France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, X and Y had some pretty awesome Pokemon, like in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. But
and also, I think some of the just all the new stuff that they introduced made me really like it. I just thought like the 3D and everything like that really hooked me in. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say. The Gen 5 region.
Okay.
Kanto.
Kanto?
Yeah, Kanto.
You were a straight up hipster.
Yeah, I'm a fucking hipster.
I started with Bulbasaur because no one likes Bulbasaur.
But I will at least say I'm not one of those Gen 1ers where it's
God,
only Gen 1 for me. After all, my favorite Pokemon lies in Gen 2? Is it Gen 2?
Yeah.
Which one?
What's
Quilava?
Yeah, Quilava.
Quilava was
Johto.
Yeah. I never liked any of the starters in the second region.
Go to hell. I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Fucking Typhlosion.
I didn't like any
Fuck
of
your
the starters.
Typhlosion. Quilava better.
I love Typhlosion. Leave my baby alone.
Here's what happened. I picked Typhlosion on my second playthrough because no other fire Pokemon appears until later in the game, and then I never used him ever again. Ever. I don't care.
I love Typhlosion. He's my baby. He's a big fire badger.
Oh, my question this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say favorite Pokemon. Oh, we still haven't technically covered that.
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
So then, are we talking just favorite, like the one?
Favorite overall.
Okay, so we
favorite
get
overall
wait,
to
You
the-
get one.
you get one and no other.
One and no other.
Got it. Okay.
God.
One and no other. That's easy for me ever since Gen 2 came out, and that would be Quilava. It used to be Eevee, and I still love Eevee. Eevee's my number 2, but Quilava's my number 1.
It's weird because everybody and their mom loves Eevee, but it's always like when you ask who's your favorite Pokemon, you think Eevee, and like you're like a 12-year-old girl. It's weird.
Actually, everyone I've asked, and they talk about Eevee, they always have an Eeveelution that's their favorite.
But yeah,
not
but
Eevee.
I know, but yeah, it's
I never got super attached to the Eeveelutions. Like, the only one that I really liked as a kid, I loved Flareon. Because in the anime, even in those old Pokemon handbooks they used to sell, they said that Flareon was the strongest Eeveelution. And I was like, fuck yeah! But then, in the actual game, he sucks! I'm like,
they missed
bullshit!
it. Well, he was strong. Back when they had
he was not as strong as they claimed.
No, back when they had only one form of attack, it was either like the type was like fire was always special and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was weird, but he was okay.
Yeah, but I was always disappointed because they always hyped him up in the anime because they said like, oh, he's the strongest evolution, but then in the actual game he's not quite as good.
To be fair, that actually is true. He does have the highest attack stat.
True,
but he uses special attack, so I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So my Flareon would be my favorite, but yeah, that's my only disappointment.
Mine.
It's funny you talk about attacks, specials, and all that, and I always played the Pokemon games with, fuck it, I like it. I like the Pokemon. It's in my ball. It's me.
I'm a bit too much of a completionist. So I would either always try and get all the Pokemon, which never worked. I never did. Or I would always just kind of when I started battling for like between season Gen 5 and like the beginning of Gen 7, I actually started learning all this stuff, and then I fell out of battling just because you need people to battle with, and the people around here are whatever. Like they're cool and all. I just fell out. Like I would battle the same 3 people over and over again, and I could either beat one person forever, or I can beat this one guy like never. So there was no real challenge part. It was stuck. It was standstill. But back to the original question. If I had to pick one Pokemon,
only one,
probably I'm gonna go with Mawile. It's just so absurd.
We're shocked.
Huh?
Can't say we're shocked.
I know, it's weird. It's like a 3
Mawile is a cool Pokemon.
Wait.
I had one in my
Mawile or Mega Mawile?
It's the same.
Only one.
Well, then Mega, because it has
2 mouths.
Yeah.
3.
3. Yeah, you're right.
Well, to be fair, it has 1 and then 2 Chomp Chomps.
Chomp Chomps.
Yeah.
That's what you're calling them.
I'm gonna call them Chomp Chomps.
This is my Mawile. Fear is Chomp Chomps.
Nom.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Jim Lear started confused because he has no fucking clue what a Chomp Chomp is.
And that is how you get them. You get them confused, and then you bite their face off.
Mawile is a cool Pokemon. I had one on my Omega Ruby team, and he was pretty good.
I couldn't get in Sapphire because it doesn't matter. As soon as I could, I just transferred over my...
I kept telling you I'll trade you one.
Why? I have a shiny one with like perfect stats and like super awesome.
Perfect stats.
It does.
So in my Minchap. You got me that Minchap.
I did. I've gotten you 90%. I got you 99% of your shinies.
I'm trying to get a shiny Halucha. It's taking forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, for my favorite Pokemon, for the longest time, it was Charizard. Charizard, as a kid, was my favorite Pokemon, but I still love Charizard. He's like really the only Gen 1 Pokemon that I really still like. I would have to pick Minchao, which is kind of odd because when Gen 5 was revealed, I don't know why. Minchao's a weird choice for me, just because like when I first saw him, it was like instant love, and I don't even know why. But
which is true. It is a strange one for you. Instant love normally only comes with muscles or fur.
Exactly.
And that one's drapery and class.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just found
Which I think that's how I snuck in.
I just found its
Maybe.
design really
You're a
appealing,
Minchao.
and I
Yeah.
just love Minchao. I think he's cute. He has a neat design, and he's my favorite little baby.
Yeah, like I said, that's how I snuck in. All right, well, so final thoughts on having pretty much our entire lives filled with Pokemon.
I still love Pokemon. I'm going to be 80 years old and probably playing Pokemon Gen 15 or whenever that's coming. It's going to be over 2,000 Pokemon.
I'll probably be still playing. I mean, I've been playing since the first, and still playing
I
until
still
the
love
end.
it.
Yeah, I will keep playing. I will never catch them all.
Oh no!
And I will, and to this day, I will never finish a damn remake. I've not finished Soul Silver, Heart Gold, or not even
Fire
Sapphire.
Red.
Fire Red, no. I got all the way to like the sixth island or whatever, and I was like, I don't care. But I'm still sitting on like the final bits of Aqua Sapphire.
Well, we got Pokemon Sun and Moon to look forward to now.
Yeah, which
Which is gonna raise the stakes to almost 900 Pokemon.
I think
I think.
Yeah.
I think okay. So my theory for Pokemon Sun and Moon is I'm hoping they go to a Native American mythology.
Some people were speculating it might take place in Spain.
I'm speculating. I know what the basis is though, because based on the end of the last game and based on the card game going right now, is that this is going to be about two worlds clashing.
Oh,
Because-
is it that like the weird breaker part?
Sort of. I mean, it's the end of the last game had us,
Spoilers,
here
by the way.
here comes a meteor. Oh, let's send it into a different dimension. It's like,
Holy-
oh wait, if here comes the woman or girl or whatever. You send that over there, they're gonna die. It's like, oh, okay, so we don't do that shit. And now Pokemon Break, what the biggest thing is essentially it's nature versus man-made stuff. I just made a connection for one
I'm
of those
hoping
Pokemon
space.
reviewed, and it's
hoping
always
for
the
something
two
space
worlds
related.
clashing.
Oh.
So in the trading card game, you'll notice either they have nature behind them or they have a city behind them.
So then I guess the only one I know about is the Breaker Zoroark.
Yeah.
So would that be a nature or would that be a?
I don't know. They all are different.
Okay.
I mean, you've got Break Zoroark. What's that penguin one? The fully evolved
Empoleon?
penguin. Yeah,
Empoleon.
Empoleon. There's a few others I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, like I said, I haven't beaten the game Soul Sapphire, so I'm not surprised. And I saw that way out of Huh?
Soul Sapphire, huh? You
Yeah.
haven't beaten Soul Sapphire.
I've
huh?
not beaten Soul Sapphire. No.
I don't think I've beaten Soul
I
Sapphire
said-
either.
I've never even heard of it.
That's how good I am.
How do you know you're not beating games? Because you're playing ripoffs.
Oh man.
Totally went down to the flea market. I got you your Pokemon Soul Sapphire right here.
Oh,
Soul Sapphire.
I would love to go find go to a garage sale and find one of those mysterious ghost cartridges that they always sell online, that you always read about online.
Those
love to
would
do
be
that.
fun.
Yeah.
That was always one of my favorite Pokemon that I always wanted to catch. The ghost.
I'm really I'm always looking forward to new Pokemon, and they in the trailer they already showed like a silhouette of what I'm guessing is a bird Pokemon. It looks like a woodpecker.
I think it was the Woody Woodpecker Pokemon.
Yeah, it looks like a woodpecker.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Oh no, I
Shut
can't
up.
do that shit.
I would no, but
But yeah, look, I'm really excited for new Pokemon. I'm excited for my speculation, what new gimmick are they gonna give? Because each
Break Evolutions.
Break what?
Break Evolutions.
Oh.
a variation.
It's the
of-
card game.
Oh,
okay.
wait,
It's
hold on.
they turn gold.
No, hold up. Now that I think about it, wouldn't the Mega Evolutions be a nature form? Them turning into Megas were because the Mega Stones were a nature creation, but it was a human thing to create the Mega Evolution.
Maybe.
But the Mega Evolution. So then, are the Mega Evolutions? If we have a Mega Evolution and we have the Break Evolutions, which one is the nature form and which one is the machine or man-made form?
I would bet Break.
Because of that weird gold tint.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the newest thing to come along.
Yeah, and that's of course if it fits.
This is all speculation. It's a theory. It's a fuck you.
No.
No, but it's either way.
Do
It's
not.
we don't know until we won't even know until like 2 months before the game comes out because when
Yeah.
somebody steals a game off of a truck somewhere. So
Either
we
that
don't
or
know.
someone's gonna fucking leak something.
Yeah,
you know,
because someone's gonna steal it off a truck like they
Yeah.
did last time.
I
or they're
almost
gonna
said something I'm
or they're
not
gonna
going
hack
to. I'll
the,
save that for
hack
after
the
the mic's
Pokemon
off.
system and gain some leaks or whatever. I'm just curious as to, are they gonna introduce new starters, new Pokemon, yada yada. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Well, either way, it's slated to come out. Pokemon Moon and Sun are slated
It's
to come out.
gonna be
late
coming out
2016.
late. Yeah. So I'm guessing November.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you guys can either play that. You guys will all be enjoying it, playing it, come Thanksgiving or like
Christmas.
3 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this has been Chris.
This has been Kristy.
This has been Brodrick.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye,
Go catch some
folks.
Pokemon.